with you a couple of moments I had in Neyland Stadium. Shout out to Augusta Gator and Gator Boo for a great weekend with you guys, except for the ass whooping. There is only one thing for this team to do, and that's fight. You know, you guys have nothing whatsoever to lose this Saturday in Athens, Georgia. No one expects Tennessee to win. No one's giving you guys a chance, especially after that debacle this weekend. But this is where you guys have to find something deep down inside you as a human, as a competitor, as an athlete, as a football player, to say that I'm going to fight my ass off. I'm going to give it every ounce of energy and strength I've got to whoop that man's ass across the line for me. Because that wasn't there Saturday night at Neyland Stadium. The fans gave it their all, well, for 30 minutes. A lot of whining this week. A lot of whining about the Tennessee fans leaving early. And my buddy Bill for Vols said the most perfect, most poignant. Tennessee fans have poured their hearts out for the last...
Well, that first half was a fucking mess. At least Gator Boo and Gator Lou are having a good time, right? Here we go. Start of the second half.
But it is. And those are the people that deserve better than what they're getting right now. Hey, look, we understand. We understand it's going to be a long road. But we're going to stick behind you. We're going to stay with you. And we're going to fight to the end to see this program get back on top. Now, Tennessee football player, are you going to fight? Are you going to go down to Athens this weekend and give them the ball 6 times and get beat 50-0? That can't happen. As a man, as a young man, as a Tennessee football player wearing the orange and white, you cannot let that happen. Let me tell you a couple of experiences I had this weekend in Neyland Stadium. I'm 51 years old. I've got a lot of health problems, and it takes a lot for me to go to a Tennessee football game at Neyland Stadium. Now, it does. It takes a lot out of me. It's very hard on my body. And as I sat there Saturday night watching the Pride of the Southland Band march up and down the field, I looked around that gorgeous stadium, all that beautiful orange and white, and I was thinking back over the past 38 years at the most incredible memories I've had in my life. Not just as a football fan, but memories for me as a human on earth. A good majority of my greatest memories in my life were right there in that stadium. From the first time I ever set foot in it in 1980 against Pittsburgh. We got our asses kicked. I didn't care. I had a blast. I was a 13, 14-year-old kid. It was my first experience with Neyland Stadium. The next year I go back, we beat Auburn. Third year there, 1982, the streak is at 11 against Alabama. The World's Fair is in town. BBD's in town. And miraculously, Tennessee ends that 11-year streak to Alabama. And that is one of my fondest memories in this life. It's in my top 5 life memories. My fondest and best memory on earth, of course, is the birth of my daughter. Nothing will ever top that. Finding Jesus, right up there with that. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Finding Jesus, right up there with that. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that. Maybe Jesus is supposed to be first. But I don't know. We're all sinners, and maybe my biggest sin is putting my daughter's birth above everything else. I don't know. But Tennessee football is there. And I know there's fans that understand that. I know there's Georgia fans that understand that. Florida, Auburn, Alabama, every team in the Southeastern Conference and beyond knows what I'm talking about. And to see this program where it knows what I'm talking about. And to see this program where it's at right now, it don't just suck, man, it hurts. But anyway, I'm sitting there in Neyland Stadium, looking around, hearing the fans clap, singing Rocky Top as the band goes up and down the field. And I teared up, thinking that this could be my last time in that stadium. That's a very, very real possibility. I hope not. I hope, regardless, the memories are amazing. Then in the third quarter, we're down 30-3 or whatever it was, 30-6, 33-3. I don't know. We're just getting it handed to us. And I left my seat and I walked out into the concourse and debated whether or not to leave. And I looked out the tunnel into the stands and I teared up again, thinking, wow, this is really going to be my last memory of Neyland Stadium. And then sadly I walked out. Not ashamed to admit it. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. And it is, if not for your teammates, do it for yourselves. Have some damn pride about you. There's no way that Florida is 26 points better than Tennessee. I truly believe that every team in the SEC conference right now, save for maybe 2 or 3, has better talent than Tennessee. But at some point, it comes down to fighting. Your fighting ability. Whooping the man's ass across the line of scrimmage from you. I'm realistic, and I know we're probably not beating Georgia. It's probably going to get ugly again. And this is not a moral victory speech. This is a fan plea to the team that I have watched my entire life and devoted so much of my life and time and emotion and money, blood, sweat, and tears to this football team. Can you give it back to me? To quote my boy Lawtide, can you give it back to me just one time? Jeremy Pruitt's got a hell of a task before him. That staff has a task before them. I commend those guys for taking on this huge, monumental task as their first coaching jobs as a staff. He could have said no. He could have stayed at Alabama. Got himself probably another national championship this year. But Jeremy Pruitt's an old school fighter. He'll kick a damn whiteboard if he has to show some emotion. He'll grab a football player by the helmet and shake his head and get in his grill and say, wake up. Get your damn head in the game. There's a generation of people out there that don't understand and don't know how great Tennessee used to be. They have no clue. All they've got is stories and video to watch. There sure as hell ain't nothing on that football field right now that spells greatness. So where are we at, Tennessee? Where are we at? When we travel down to Athens this Saturday and kick off at 3:30, Sanford Stadium, where are we at? You're playing probably, more than likely, the second best college football team in America right now. And you can either go down there and lay down and come back home with your damn tails tucked between your legs, dragging your asses, and a 50-point loss back to Knoxville. Or you can go down there and smack them son of a bitches right in the face. Take your lumps, give your lumps, and at the end of the day, walk out of there proud, no matter what the damn scoreboard says. I do believe that Jeremy Pruitt will weed out the losers. Someone will step up and be a leader on that football team. Don't know who it's going to be. Don't even know if they know who it's going to be. But somewhere this year, somebody's going to step up and smack their teammates in the head and say, damn it, I'm not taking this shit anymore. This is not what I signed up for. Go Vols, baby. I still love you. You can't run me off. You can run me out of the stadium early with that garbage you put on the field Saturday. But I truly do not expect to see that anymore this year.